Technology will always continue to evolve, and video game consoles, thankfully, because of that, will also continue to evolve. And this is something that I feel like is going to be a bit of a big thing that people are going to be talking about. Now, what Microsoft is doing here, if they can pull this off, will be nothing short of miraculous, and something that I think can change gaming in general. Just an incredible thing that they've been able to accomplish here, and you know what, it's exciting. I gotta say, you know, people can probably usually tell when I'm excited about a topic, and this is definitely a topic that I am super excited about, and I want to see how you guys feel about it as well, because you know, these are what it's all about, you know. And I don't ever claim to be a tech guy or anything like that, but this is still fun when you see stuff like this come up. And I gotta say, this is going to be a topic you guys are going to enjoy. Thank you guys so much for, you know, tuning in, and I just can't wait to get into this topic. Hey everyone, I'm Crapgamer, and this of course is Crapgamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You may notice a few changes around here, but hopefully that doesn't stop you from giving us a like, and possibly consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me, and of course my silly YouTube channel. It really does mean a lot. Now obviously, both Sony and Microsoft, they patent a lot of things, they do a lot of things to, you know, ensure that the future and things like that is going to be a certain kind of way. And now, according to this, Microsoft's latest patent could lead to much more realistic faces in video games, as they're securing a patent in order to create realistic 3D face models from a 2D image source, which could actually have huge gaming benefits for Xbox, especially down the road. Microsoft is securing a new patent to further enhance its 3D face shape recognition technology, which could lead to more realistic faces in video games, as Microsoft is looking to revolutionize the way face models are modeled with its new patent, which utilizes 2D images or other source data to create 3D model of a face. In the summary description for its new patent, Microsoft highlights that although great steps have been made in reconstructing faces, as Activision proved earlier this year with its own patent, there are still plenty of strides to be made. Now, this new technique of modeling faces holds some secrets to creating a more realistic 3D model of a face. Using the source data, which can be anything from a 2D image of a face to depth information, and technology will then produce a coarse 3D model of the intended subject. This coarse model will then be refined using freeform deformation to create the refined 3D model. In sum, this new way of rendering faces will provide a way to render realistic 3D faces without requiring more than just image data. If Microsoft can, and that's a big if Microsoft can pull this off, it will mean the infamous days of Craig the Brute will be over, and that 3D models of faces can be created without much need for multiple images with different poses and lighting, or training data to properly render a face. As gamers are becoming to accept the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 as the current generation of consoles, a boost of facial rendering technology would mean that gaming can take graphical fidelity and believability to the next level. Indeed. While Microsoft's patent document does not specifically state that this 3D rendering technology will be used solely to create realistic faces in video games, it would be a massively missed opportunity not to realize and utilize this technology in Microsoft's upcoming Xbox releases. A perfectly modeled face may not be of any benefit to gameplay, but as we've seen over the years with graphics becoming better and better, the use of realistic faces to create a believable person tend to actually lead to more cinematic experiences in gaming. Gamers become more attached to a character and their narrative if they can see it as a believable face at the forefront. So basically what they're saying is realistic graphics can definitely lead to, you know, more immersion and things like that. Obviously, when you go for something like graphics that are going to be able to sit there and have, you know, a level of realism, you know, and I think the way that Sony does, and I think that's like a what a lot of Xbox fans are looking for. Not Sony copied games or anything like that, but something with more realistic graphics than what we've been getting. So I think that's really good. So on the other hand, some may believe realistic face models to be something that should be towards the bottom of Microsoft's list of priorities. With Halo Infinite's looming launch, perhaps it would be easier and wiser to keep the focus on now rather than the future. Nevertheless, Microsoft's new patent will no doubt be bringing new levels of efficiency and perhaps a new realism to the faces we see in our games, and will likely bring graphical fidelity to the forefront of their newest projects. But this does sound really cool, and I'm gonna link this so you guys can check it out and let me know what you think, because like I said, I think that this is gonna be really incredible if we can do this, and Microsoft should be at the head of technology and things like that, and doing these types of things is going to be a really great way to kind of get people on board with some of those new technologies that are going to make things more realistic, more immersive. I just feel like things are much more immersive if you have some kind of realism with your graphical fidelity. So not every game has to be that, though. Don't get it twisted. I know a lot of people probably go, oh well, what's it matter? Well, for me personally, I just think that obviously what Microsoft can do with certain games like Sea of Thieves doesn't need to be realistic, and I'm the first person to kind of admit that. You don't have to have that 100% realistic game every single time, but I do think that it's also very important to actually have it sometimes, and that's something that I think a lot of people will probably agree with me about. And anyway, but I thought this was really interesting and a good topic. Again, the technology is there, people actually going out there and being able to create something. I mean, just think of it this way, right? Like Ninja Theory is doing something incredible right now with Hellblade 2. Now that's not really my cup of tea. Maybe it's just going to be a hack and slash game, which I think would be awesome. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is something that could just be beneficial to everybody. Who doesn't like killer graphics? I'm really excited to see what the future holds, and I think you guys are probably right there with me, just in terms of what we'll be able to get from Microsoft in the future. Could be anything, honestly. Could be anything, and that's truly an exciting thing to behold. And I do hope that you guys will check this link out. I think that that's going to be fantastic. And you know what? I'm excited for the future of Xbox, man. I'm excited for the future of PlayStation. These are all things that are that bode well for us as fans to go out there and see stuff that looks amazing. Like when I first saw, I'll give you guys a good example. When I first saw God of War, I'm like, wow, that looks amazing, And then to think that things can continue to get better from here on out, I think that that's absolutely phenomenal, and just goes to show you how far we've come graphically with the fidelities and things like that. So yeah, just something cool to check out. You guys can check this link out. I'm going to put it in the description below. Anybody that's new to my channel, I always do that if it's something news related or opinion or something that I can actually link. If you look in the description, you'll see something that says source with the link next to it, and boom, there you go. You can check it out. And that's always what I do with my videos, so you don't have to worry about misinformation or anything like that. I try to keep it as legit and as honest as I can possibly be. And yeah, so with that being said, I want to thank you one more time. You guys are amazing. And I just really appreciate everybody that has said some kind words and things like that. Again, I haven't really checked any of the videos to see how they're doing, but I do hope that you guys like the videos and maybe possibly consider subscribing. Have a fantastic day. God bless. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up. Crap gamer out.